Welcome to Annecam Cruising the Mediterranean, Episode 5. We had sailed from Nidri to Preveza, past the swing bridge, up through the Licata Canal. And Preveza was to be our last stop in Greece. We sailed from Preveza across to Licata in Italy. We had a very easy motor sail across to Licata, and this is what we woke up to the next morning just as we arrived. After just the one night in Licata as a ship in transit, we sailed down to Rochelle, Ionica. We sailed alongside Simon on his beautiful yacht Nietzsche all the way. We managed to sail through an oil slick as well, as you can see. Simon's boat is a beautiful Moody 45. Once in Rochelle, Ionica, we stayed there for a couple of nights and we took a stroll to see the sights. The views from up here were pretty special, and you can see Annecam and Nietzsche in the marina Rochelle, Ionica. We had a pretty wild thunderstorm that delayed our departure for Messina. Our sail around to Messina was pretty uneventful until we hit the Straits of Messina, and then a mistral hit us head on. The wind was at 38 knots, creating ugly seas. We had to tack our way. But once we were tied up in what was to be the most expensive marina we've ever had Annecam in, we were safe. We took a stroll around this ancient city to see the sights. The historians tell us that this is the place where the bubonic plague, better known as the Black Death, entered Europe from North Africa. This bell is Richard the Lionheart's, later to become King Richard, and underneath is the dungeon where he kept the prisoners he captured during the Crusades. There is a very rich history here of earthquakes, tsunamis, and the Holy Crusades. It's good to see the Anti-Vermin Patrol getting paid for their work. This is the Queen Elizabeth coming into the port, and we met some Australian people that were on board. It was time for us to continue our journey, and with our buddy boat, we headed out into the Straits of Messina to dodge the ferries. This is our track as we sailed around from Messina to anchor for the night behind Cape Milazzo. The Straits of Messina are almost dead flat as we leave, as we cruise alongside our buddy boat Nietzsche with Simon on board. As this is a shipping separation zone, you must contact the control every time you go to enter it. Even the seas are almost dead flat along the north coast of Sicily. Our track as we sailed along the north coast of Sicily. We stopped in Aspra before we went on to Palermo. We sailed away from Cape Milazzo in the early hours and watched the sun come up as we made our way towards Palermo. Our view of Aspra from where we were anchored on Annecam. Palermo is where I dropped Annie off so she could take the bus across to Licata, and I sailed solo around the rest of the island. This is the track as I sailed around the west end of the island from Palermo to the island of Favignana. I only stopped at Favignana for a couple of hours and left again at midnight for Licata. As you can see by the track that I laid down, I had a very stiff headwind nearly all the way up the south coast of Sicily to the destination, Licata. Just as well Annecam goes well for weather. I made good time, good speed, and I got there just on dark. With all of the tacks into the wind along the south coast of Sicily, we turned a 100 nautical mile sail into the neat 150. It was good to have Annie back on board again. Now we have Annecam tied up in her berth here in the Marina di Cala del Sol. We had some fantastic nights out with the other cruisers that were here in the marina. We went to the opera in Licata. The Japanese theatre company or opera company put on their production of La Bohème. This was totally unexpected for us. Annie and Lisa managed to get into a photo shoot with the team. The very next day, Fiona, who we love to call Pivo, showed up and spent a lovely couple of weeks staying on board Annecam with us. It's true, girls just want to have fun. The next day, we walked up through the town, up to the castle of St. Angelo, but on the way we walked past the tombs and this church. Once up at the castle, the views were absolutely stunning, looking south from Sicily, out over the Mediterranean Sea. Tunisia's over that way somewhere. We had some really good views down into the port of Licata. This happens to be a very secure place to leave Annecam for the winter. Back down into the town for some gelato. Every Sunday we had a BYO everything barbecue in the marina with all of the other cruisers. Quite a social lot really when we all get together. We did have some great times together in this marina. It was time to say see you later to Pivo as we hired a car and drove up to the Trapani airport up onto the west end of the island. It's amazing how quickly the weather changes in this part of the world. This was a storm that was being blown in ahead of a mistral. And the thunder rumble. It was time to pack our bags and head back for another summer down under. Beware of the dog.